walked up to me and said, nobody had nothing good to say about me. That shit low-key hurting me. You know what I'm saying? That's the same faces you see in the hood every day. In my hood. In my hood.
We lit, nigga. You know I'm coming back to back with 2. We ain't just dropping no 1. You know I'm coming with 2, but I don't talk too much. We can right into it, fam. Already.
Jacksonville went viral last year after rival rappers Young and Ace and FOOLIO took shots at each other's dead homies on Who I Smoke and the When I See You remix. But a lot has gone down behind the scenes since the beef first popped off. Here's what's been going on. Allegedly, one of Ace's deadliest shooters is a rapper named KTA.
Like I told y'all, before it started, bro, you gotta pick a side, bro. I don't want to hear that. I just listen to the music, fam. Nah, bro, you gonna be KTA, fam, or you gonna be ATK? And you know I'm big KTA, FOOLIO #1 shooter. Stop playing with me.
So, he's currently facing 2 first-degree murder charges and is a huge part of why the beef went viral in the first place. KSO took the beef to the next level when he allegedly murdered FOOLIO's 16-year-old little brother Bibby. In February 2019, Bibby was sitting outside his apartment with a friend when a gunman walked up and started letting off shots. Bibby and his homie split up and ran off, but the shooter chased him down and lit him up. Having your little brother die is tragic enough, but KSO and Ace ain't stopped there. Ace made Bibby and the whole beef famous when he dropped Who I Smoke. He dissed Bibby and other dead KTA members, then KSO dissed back on the track KSO. KSO was already a suspect because of how much he dissed Bibby in music and on social media. But before the cops had enough evidence to arrest him, KSO allegedly caught another body with some help from his own dad. Back in 2018, KSO's brother Boss Goon was released from prison after serving 7 years on a burglary charge. According to people close to him, he was trying to turn his life around and make a career in music instead of the streets. But tragedy struck just when he was getting started. On January 16, 2019, Boss Goon performed at a club in Jacksonville. His dad and a bunch of other relatives came through to support him, and after the show, they all loaded up in the same car. But before they could get out, someone drove by and started letting off shots. Everyone in the car got hit, and Boss Goon was tragically killed. After he died, a KTA affiliate named Lil Buck dropped a diss track aimed at Boss Goon. This made KSO think Buck was involved in the murder, so he crashed out and allegedly killed him in broad daylight. Then what happened next was like something straight out of a movie. KSO and 2 other dudes allegedly ran up on Buck and shot him outside of a mall. Then, while one of them was still standing over his body, the cops rolled in and chased after him. KSO and the others took off, but then they crashed their car in a residential neighborhood. KSO ran off in one direction, while the other 2 broke into a random house and took a woman hostage. They stole some of her husband's clothes, then made a call to have someone come pick him up. KSO managed to get away, but his homies was later identified by the woman they held hostage. Their names is Dominique Barner and Leroy Whitaker, and the woman was able to point one of them out in the lineup after she recognized his tattoos.
Shopify Point of Sale makes it easy to start and grow your retail business. All backed by the world's most...
Barner getting arrested, Dominique Barner and Leroy Whitaker, and the woman was able to point one of them out in the lineup after she recognized his tattoos. Barner getting arrested was the worst case possible for KSO. Barner told a police informant that KSO was a shooter, then doubled down when they questioned him about it. He also snitched on KSO's dad for picking him up from the house he broke into after the shooting. KSO and his brother, Abdul Robinson Jr., was both indicted for second-degree murder, but in 2022, the charges was upgraded to first degree. KSO's time behind bars ain't been easy. In December 2021, he posted a video on Instagram that shows prison guards allegedly body slamming him onto the ground. He captioned the post with, "Modern slavery. Even though my innocence is being proven, I'm still being targeted and abused every day while I'm in here. These officers still have not been suspended or no consequence." He captioned the post with, "But in 2022, the charges was upgraded to first degree. KSO's time behind bars ain't been easy. In December 2021, he posted a video on Instagram that shows..."
Nah, you know what I'm saying? FOOLIO like, what up, nah? And he was about to come down, you feel me? But his homeboy had on towed him, and he had on pointed this way. I'm like, yeah, fuck FOOLIO. I'm still smiling, don't happy, you know me. What up, FOOLIO? FOOLIO, he's turning his head though, but he stopped walking toward me. And then he see him, like Lil Pop been walking in the clothes. Well, they were already in the store walking around with him. So he put that Lil Pop now. I'm like, I'm chilling on the other side of the mall though, like they just posted. He like, oh, that little partner, I just see Foolio and them running in the stove, fam. They in that bit. Foolio one-on-one. They told my Foolio jumped that man, bro. It was a one-on-one at first, bro. Foolio hitting that nigga. Boom, 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 like that. Foolio throw some long punches, fam. Foolio hitting that nigga like that. But them boy hitting hard. So Foolio drop Lil Pop. After Foolio drop Lil Pop, fam. Foolio hit him. Bam, Lil Pop homeboy try to sneak, but Foolio dog had don't seen him. So he came and hit that nigga. Bam! And then Foolio other dog came and hit Lil Pop. Wham! For real, bro. But that would look like when these Foolio
Prison guards allegedly body slamming him onto the ground. He captioned the post with, "Modern slavery. Even though my innocence is being proven, I'm still being targeted and abused every day while I'm in here. These officers still have not been suspended or no consequences. I'm fighting for my life mentally and physically. No matter what they do to me, they can't keep an innocent man down. Hashtag free me." To top it all off, KSO got hit with another murder charge while he was in jail for allegedly killing Bibby back in 2019. After his charges was upgraded to first-degree murder, Bibby's mother told News4Jax, "It was a relief because I was terrified the entire time. It's a relief because now I've got my faith in the court system." KSO's legal team tried to get his $4 million bond reduced after the charges was upgraded, but then the judge decided that he can't be bonded out at all. It's unclear why the charges was bumped up, but the prosecution obviously thinks they got a strong case if they willing to go to trial over it. It's harder to convict on a first-degree murder charge, so they might have some solid evidence that the public don't know about. The trial date ain't been set yet, but Bibby's mom is ready for it all to end. She told News4Jax, "I just can't wait until this trial is over with so we can finally start to heal because none of us have healed yet. None of us have begun to heal yet." KSO's facing life in prison if he's convicted, but he ain't the only Jacksonville rapper with an open case right now. In April 2022, his biggest op Foolio,
oh my God, bro. Do y'all see that stick, bro?
if he's convicted, but he ain't the only Jacksonville rapper with an open case right now. In April 2022,
oh my God, man. Boy.
22, his biggest op Foolio got hit with a felony charge for fleeing from the police. On April 5th, 2022, the police tried to pull Foolio over for his illegally tinted windows. But instead of stopping right there, Foolio drove another 3 blocks while he and 2 other dudes in the car allegedly rummaged around as if they were attempting to conceal and/or retrieve illegal items. When he finally stopped, he told the cops there was 2 guns in the car, but the cops only found 1. Right now, Foolio's on house arrest till his next court date, but he been in the headlines like crazy for the past few months. The war in Jacksonville really popped off when the diss tracks Who I Smoke and When I See You remix both went viral. And back in October, Foolio doubled down on the disrespect with the track List of Dead Ops, where he went after every single one of his dead enemies. List of Dead Ops is one of the most disrespectful tracks ever. There ain't no hook, just one long verse where Foolio goes in on 30 of his dead ops, including Youngin Ace's brother and his 2 friends who was murdered right next to him. 1 month after he dropped the track, someone pulled up to the studio Foolio was at and tried to kill him, but he got away with nothing but a graze. The latest charge don't seem too serious, but 2 of Foolio's homies just found out that they gonna be spending the next 7 years in prison. YNR Mookie and YNR Slugger T, aka the Murder Twins, was both convicted of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Everyone knows about Foolio's beef with Ace, but rumors say the war between ATK and KTA really started at a party when Youngin Ace allegedly shot at Mookie. Mookie and Slugger T both got arrested during an investigation called Operation Wrap Up. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office went after alleged gang members who's using music videos and social media to promote violence, and now the Murder Twins are both gonna be off the streets for a minute. YNR took a major hit when Mookie and Slugger got locked up, and to make matters worse, Mookie's own homie, Spot 'em Got 'em, was accused of snitching on him. Youngin Ace's brother, ATKYBZ, leaked paperwork that allegedly proves Spot 'em Got 'em worked with the cops, but Mookie later said it was all cap. Rumors about snitching can get you killed.
That's all beating me. That's all beating me, fam. That's all beating me. Let's do this shit.
But that's not the only problem Spot 'em is going through. Back in July 2021, he allegedly pointed a gun at a parking attendant in Miami and threatened him. Then, when the police showed up at his hotel room to arrest him, they found him lying in bed with an AK-47. Spot 'em Got 'em was hit with charges for aggravated assault with a firearm and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, but the judge let him off easy with an $18,000 bond. His charges is pretty serious, but it's nothing compared to what happened next. 2 months after his arrest, Spot 'em Got 'em was driving down I-95 in Miami when another car pulled up next to him and started dumping shots. When it was over, the driver's side was left with 22 bullet holes, but luckily, Spot 'em Got 'em was only hit in the hip. A dude in the back seat was shot in the legs, but both of them was taken to the hospital in stable condition. No one's been arrested for the drive-by, but rumors say it was ATK behind the hit. Meanwhile, the crew's most famous member ain't even in Jacksonville no more. In June 2021, Young and Ace revealed during an interview with Houston radio DJ Ashley Young that he moved out of Jacksonville and now lives in Houston full-time. Getting out of the city that made him famous seems to be working out though. Now that
Merch FOOLIO ain't run that boy out the city, bro. Everybody know FOOLIO ran that boy out the city.
he's away from the streets, he's been able to focus more on his music and career. Ace told Ashley Young, "We don't even go to clubs. Every day when we wake up, it's to the money." But even though he not in Jacksonville no more, he ain't leaving his homies behind. He's always flying friends and new artists into Houston to show him how to make it in the music industry. Because according to him, the police don't want him showing back up in Jacksonville. It's crazy that out of everyone involved in this wild beef, Ace seems to be doing the best right now. It all allegedly started with him, but now he's away from it all and just working on his craft. In April 2022, he dropped his latest album with features from Kodak and Boosie, and he also revealed that he's friends with Vanessa Carlton now. Vanessa Carlton is the artist behind 1,000 Miles, which Ace sampled for the infamous Who I Smoke track. A 2000s pop singer linking up with one of the most savage drill rappers in the game is a twist nobody saw coming. But Ace says they got even more music in the works right now. The war in Jacksonville ain't as hot right now as it was back in 2020, but that don't mean it's over. People are still getting shot and killed over the beef between ATK and KTA, but a lot of their main shooters are either dead or fighting cases. Back in November, FOOLIO said he wasn't gonna diss dead ops in his music anymore, but the beef is way deeper than rap at this point. Both sides have lost a lot of people already, and there's little to no chance that they gonna let it go. The war might die down for a little bit while everyone figures out their legal situations, but one diss could restart the whole thing. Hopefully, some of the other dudes involved in the situation will start moving smarter like Ace has and avoid any more street drama. There's talented artists on both sides who can make it out of the trenches if they just focus on their careers. But when you raise around crime and violence, it's tough to break out of the cycle. Sometimes fans seem to forget that the dudes involved in these beefs are real people with families who care about them. Back in 2018, an 18-year-old named Corbin Johnson was reported missing by his mom. His remains was found in the woods a year later, and his death was ruled as a murder. In 2021, FOOLIO dissed Corbin on the track Beatbox Remix /Bibby Flow. He rapped, "Corbin got kidnapped, they found his bones, he was rotten. Where's Corbin?" This lyric kicked off a massive TikTok trend where people danced to the line about Corbin's death, and the hashtag Where's Corbin reached over 3 million views. On the same track, FOOLIO also went after a 17-year-old named Prosper Love who was murdered in 2014. Prosper's mom heard the song and decided she wasn't gonna take it. She started a Change.org petition to get violent rap music removed from social media and even started a nonprofit in her son's honor called No Weapon Shall Prosper to raise awareness about gun violence. The war in Jacksonville has caused a lot of pain and suffering, but hopefully, now that Ace is in Texas and FOOLIO is fighting his own case, the violence in the streets will slow down at the least. Most of these cases are still developing, so tap in for updates.
Believe it or not, the reason why.
Like, what the fuck I'm supposed to do when I'm giving you my all and you ain't giving half of you? Really knowing I can call express the things that I've been through.